Hi guys, girls, everyone. So today is day 14 of the LiveFit Challenge. Welcome. If this is your first video going live with us for a workout, congratulations and welcome. We're a little bit early here. We're about 5 minutes before we officially begin. And I just want to take some time to get to know you guys a little bit and to give you a chance to get to know me a little bit. My name is Wil Metcalf. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I've been doing this for over 10 years, helping people get in the best shape of their life, focusing a lot on body transformation, injury recovery, and performance. So that is what I've been doing for the 10 plus years I have been working as a personal trainer. I want to give you a little insight into how I originally began, because I want to talk about goals and setting goals and how that gives you an edge in your training. So I don't know how many of you guys are here setting goals, but it is very important because day to day, our emotional states can change. So if you want to get consistent results, repeatable results, and compounding results, setting smart goals is how you should approach the whole thing to working out, because working out is hard enough. So the other good thing to do is bring along a buddy, because a buddy will keep you on track as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm just going to show you what happened to me. This is what launched my fitness career. Now, in 2007, that was me. I don't know if we're getting a little bit of a glare here. I might turn this light off and maybe you can see that better. But yeah, this was me, really out of shape, not too happy in 2007, the summer of 2007. And then over here is 12 weeks later. So obviously something shifted up here in the mind that I was, the way I was thinking about things. So yeah, so how do you get from point A to point Beach? That's a good question, isn't it? So I'm just going to show you a couple of other pictures here. I've kind of tagged them off. Here I am holding the newspaper to prove. Look at that. See, 12 weeks, and this is what you can do. If I'd known that, maybe I'd start sooner, right? So here's some more after pictures. Not too many people have seen these pictures. I've shared some of them. When I did the 12-week challenge, I worked out 6 days a week, and I concentrated just like what we're doing on upper body and lower body. And I actually posted my as my profile picture for my social media, my new beginning picture. So every week I began again. And that was hard to do at first because, trust me, those were not pretty pictures. But using this, these pictures as an anchor point. That's kind of what I want to talk to you about. We've got a couple more minutes before we get going here. But yeah, so this was when I took this picture, it was my new before picture. That was my before picture. This is my after. But the second those pictures were snapped in the after, they're now my new before. And this is in my 30s. So I'm now into my 40s already. But so every decade, I've got to try to challenge this. So I'm competing with this old guy here. You know, so this is my anchor point. So it's really helpful to keep yourself on track if you have an anchor point. Taking pictures and progress pictures like this is a way to do that. And this challenge that we're doing, the LiveFit Challenge 2021, if you guys want to take your progress pictures, put them in your Actifit reports, put them on the Appics, using the Appics app, and you're going to find that your results will come in even better because it focuses your mind, because you're checking in with yourself and being honest and real. You're stripping away all the lies and the fat and moving towards who you're really meant to be. And guess what? This is the old me. So this is a fitness anchor point. I'm moving past that. So how do you get from point A to point Beach? Really quick, before we begin, I'm just going to draw a little diagram here. All right, so this is the highs, and this is the lows. These are basically emotional states. So what's going to happen in your point A, usually what gets you off the couch is you're at an all-time low. And you want to get up here to a point beach, right? All right, you want to get to the beach ready, right? So what you think is it's going to just be like this. But because there's so many days in between all of that, that isn't how it works. It looks more like that to get there, okay? So it really helps to have a personal trainer or a buddy who's a little bit objective and can see if you're both looking at your objective, he's going to help you keep on track, and this won't be such a crazy adventure. Don't get me wrong, it's still going to be a crazy adventure, but I just wanted to show you how to get to point A to point beach, setting an anchor point and taking a buddy with you. U to the power of 2. Just remember that, okay? So let's get started with this workout. Before I say that, though, I'm really excited to see you guys' progress pictures. I hope that you guys take the time to put those out onto Actifit, and honestly, it's on the Actifit reports and Appics posts. I just can't wait to go and see that. So I'm just going to turn. Okay, this is a little bit distracting here. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to adjust some things here. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. We just had, I have a front-facing monitor, and I was trying to get kind of the live feed coming in through YouTube, but that's proving to be tricky. There's a bit of a video lag coming at me, and it's very distracting. So I decided to switch it back over to the Discord text channel. And if you guys want to interact with me live, that's could be the very best way to do it, because that'll jump into my field of vision. So, all right, I'm going to turn the lights on and we're going to get started here. So yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about me and my fitness journey. That's what actually launched my fitness career over 10 years ago. That challenge that I did was a 12-week challenge, and I did it in 2007. And completely transformed my life and made me who I am today, a certified personal trainer. So, so the early bird gets the worm. If you're just jumping onto the live right now, you would have missed my before and after transformation. It happened in 12 weeks. So if you're curious about that, this is all going to be backed up on 3Speak as well as on YouTube here. Go check that out. And give me some feedback. What do you guys think about anchor points, fitness anchor points? Something you can go back to that can hold you on a direct path to where you want to be. So, okay, let's begin. So, hello and welcome to day 14 of the LiveFitChallenge 2021, brought to you by Actifit and Appics. As you guys know, unless you're new, my name is Wil Metcalf, and I will be your personal trainer today. To participate, be sure that you're downloading the Actifit app and the Appics app, as that's where you can get the full benefit of the fitness community and multiply your results. As well, to get fully rewarded, you're going to want to click the link down below this video just to check out how to participate fully and be rewarded. Okay, so when you're starting any new fitness routine, always consult with your doctor. During the course of these workouts, if you're feeling unwell or if you have any unexpected pain, where you want to dial 911, I'm not talking about discomfort, I'm talking about pain. So if you want to dial 911, stop the workout right now and go consult with your doctor. This is all about repeatable results, and that's all about having fun and listening to your body. So this is a program of self-discovery. What can I do in 5, 10, and 15 minutes? We're going to be targeting the lower body today. This is week 3, so I'm going to be upping the intensity just a little bit. And always remember though, if we're gonna be doing more reps, you can always override by checking in with yourself. And if you're at an 8 intensity, which is 2 reps away from failing, just stop and wait for the next exercise in the circuit. Use that extra time to recover. Yeah, so we don't need any equipment for this workout today. However, if you do have something heavy that you'd like to do, there's one exercise that you could actually add to it to make things a little bit harder. By all means, do that. And I hope you grabbed a workout partner, and you're telling people about the LiveFit Challenge 2021, because the more people that you're doing this with, the better your results will be. There's a social component to getting in shape, honestly. I just showed you how to get from point A to point B. That's a lot easier when you have a lot of supportive people around you. Okay, so that is, in a nutshell, what this workout's gonna be. We're gonna start with a 5-minute warm-up, and we're gonna end with the 5-minute stretch. And don't forget the extra exercise today, okay? So remember, this is as easy or as hard as you want it to be. Always check in with yourself. All right, are you guys ready? Let's get started. So we'll always start with a warm-up. I like to kind of start the same way because it gets your mind in the frame of mind that you're about to work out. It's like a doctor. The doctor scrubs up exactly the same way before beginning a surgery. Same thing when you're doing a warm-up. If you do it exactly the same way, it's going to get you in the zone that much quicker. So we're going to start with 5 exercises really quick. 5-minute warm-up. Walking in place. Yes, that's exercise. You're doing more than you normally would do. Concentrating on getting your breathing right, getting your head right. And I'll take this opportunity to say hi to everyone in the chat. How's it going? I hope you guys are doing good. This is week 3, day 14. I see a lot of familiar names popping into the chat. Thanks guys for being so consistent. We're gonna start with a marching in place, just bringing your knees a little higher. Putting a little more heart and soul into this. Try to swing your arms. Okay, we'll start by running in place. Just getting light on your feet, up on your toes, light on your feet. Your breathing's starting to catch up with what your body's doing. You're giving it a chance to do that. There's 3 energy systems in your body. Very low intensity movement, like going for a very easy walk. That's going to tap into your fat stores. So you burn your fat directly, but it takes forever. That's an energy system. The next energy system uses oxygen to power you. And the third energy system, which is anaerobic, which means no oxygen, that is your lactic acid energy system. If you're feeling sore, that means the oxygen in your body ran out, so your body said, switch over to your lactic acid anaerobic energy system. Right now, we're just trying to get our oxygen up. If you got a towel, what you can do, toss it down, or imaginary towel, just step over and step over and step over. We're going to warm up our laterals. Step over. Try to make these big exaggerated steps. Big exaggerated steps. As if you're power skating or something like that. Stepping over. Stepping over. Nice big steps. with some running high knees. So hands up high. Try to touch your hands. You should be feeling this, especially in your calves. The term for calf muscle is gastrocnemius. Can you remember that? Whoever remembers that for the next workout gets 200 AFIT from me, plus a high five. That's 5 high from me to you, okay? Gastrocnemius, can you guys remember that? Okay. The body's full of weird Latin terms, and that's how we remember muscle groups. I think we're all warmed up. Let's head into our exercise. I taught you this one in an extra exercise. What you want to do is crazy glue your hands together. This is called the frog squat. Crazy glue your elbows to your knees, shoulder width stance apart, sitting gently into it. Our goal is going to be 15 repetitions. 1, 2, sitting into it, putting the weight on our heels. 3, 4, getting as low as you can and as high as you can. 5, you'll feel the stretch at the top. 6, 7, 8. Try not to let your knees pass your toes. 9, 10, 11, nice and deep. 12, 13, 14, pressing evenly. 15. You're feeling your quads? They should be lighting up right now. Now, we're going to hit those quads again with another exercise. So we're going to get down onto all fours on our hands and knees, and we're going to square up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lift our knees off the floor. You might not be able to see that from the video, so listen carefully. We're lifting our knees off the floor for a count of 30 seconds. This works your core muscles, but it really lights up the quads in your legs, especially after frog squats. Let's count to 30 seconds. Just breathe and get through it. If you need to, you hit an 8 intensity, you can stop and wait for the next exercise. All right, nice. How many of you guys are feeling that? I know I am. My body's waking up. That's a rude shock for sure. All right, so you can do this with just your body weight, or if you can grab something heavy from around the house, point your toes. This is called the Sumo Squat, keeping your chin nice and high, letting the heavy drop down below you, or just using your own body weight, coming down into it nice and wide, and pressing up, squeezing the glutes. 2, 3, 4. Try to point those toes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Low as you can go. 9, 10, 11, going for 15 or 8 intensity. 12, 13, 14. Last one, let's make it good. Nice. All right, that's the first one of the circuit. Grab yourself some water, high five your buddy. If it's just you, high five yourself. That was fantastic. I'm going to check in with the chat. How are you guys doing? We've got Tom here. We've got Ann Lee here. Practical Eric's here. And Mohammed's here. You guys are so consistent. Thanks for making this a priority. Getting in shape is all about prioritization. We all have tons and tons of things that we could be doing. We live in a modern world where everyone thinks they got a dome, a Superman or Supergirl cape, and try to do it all. But sometimes saying no to some things and cordoning off some time in your busy schedule just to take care of you, well, during this pandemic, it's a perfect opportunity to learn that. So thank you guys for showing up for yourself and for us all together, because we all build energy off of each other. So that's very good. Thanks for coming. Thanks for doing this consistently. Who's ready for frog squats? All right, so this time I'll do it straightforward. Crazy gluing our hands together, dropping down, shoulder width stance apart, crazy gluing our elbows to our knees and sitting into it. 1, going for 15 or 8 intensity. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Never let your knees travel past your toes. 11, pressing evenly. 12, 13, 14, and 15. That's when your quads are lighting up. Let's drop down into all fours for some knee hovers. All right, these knees are now aliens and they're abducting your knees. It's fun to think about different ways to remember the exercise. Counting to 30 seconds. Hang in there nice and tight. You should be feeling those quads. A lot of people don't know how to work their quads without a machine. I think you're probably feeling them right now. Hang on to every moment. Take it a breath at a time. Nicely done. Very good. Now, we're using either our own body weight or grabbing something heavy, and it doesn't matter what. Anything that challenges us. We want to fight gravity. Keeping our chin nice and high, pointing our toes nice and wide, and getting right down into it. You'll feel like you're splitting in half if you got tight hips. Squeezing the glutes at the top for 1, 2. Take this 1 rep at a time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep breathing. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, make it good. Something you'd be proud of. There we go. Nicely done. All right, grab some water, high five your buddy. That's circuit 2. We're past halfway. It really is amazing what can be done in 5, 10, or 15 minutes. You know, a lot of people are like, well, I want to see what I can do in 12 weeks. Before you get into the 12-week mindset, check in with yourself. See what it would take to do 5 minutes every day. See what it would take to do 10 minutes every day. See what it would take to do 15 minutes every day. All right, so we're 11:20 over here in Canada. I know it's 20 minutes after wherever you guys are. So what that means is we're ready to go into our next circuit. Look at your partner and say, I'm gonna do this. No matter what happens, I'm gonna do this, all right? So, all right, here we go. Crazy gluing our hands together, saying a prayer if you need to, crazy gluing your knees, sitting right down into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, weight on the heels or midfoot. 5, 6, listen to your body. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and last one. Nice. Very good. Feeling jelly legs? I'm feeling jelly legs too. All right, let's psych ourselves up, get into the next one. On all fours, hover the knees, holding your core nice and tight for the count of 30. You guys are doing great. Beautiful. Nicely done. Taking your time to get up, grabbing your heavy, or just using your own body weight. Remember, if you're at an 8 intensity, you're at an 8 intensity. Nothing wrong with that. Always ask yourself, what's your intensity? 1. Sumo squats. Here we go. 2. 3. Chin high. Squeezing at the top. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. And last one. Nice. High fives all around. That was fantastic. Celebrate your wins. Honestly, you go to a sporting event, you celebrate everyone else's wins, the crowds go wild. Just want you to know, you got supporters and backers right here, and we're going wild because you just finished the 3 exercises in that circuit. Congratulations, high fives all around. I'm just gonna check in, see how you guys are doing in the chat. Looks like there's some happy people in the chat. Now I wanna ask you, did you feel this get easier on the second rep, the second set of this circuit? That might have been a little bit strange, but the more you listen to your body, the more in tune you're gonna be with that feeling actually. So what that is that's called motor memory. When you first learn an exercise, your muscle fibers are not firing together. They're firing all over the place. You just learned a new exercise. Your body's going, what in the world's going on? Motor memory kicks in, usually on the second and third set, and all those muscle fibers start to fire together. That's why it feels easier. So we need to factor that in when we're gauging our intensity. Come to expect it. Listen to your body, okay? So, all right. Now for today's extra exercise before the stretch, what we're going to be doing is you're going to select one of 2 exercises. A standard front or back lunge. So front lunge looks like this. Keeping your chin high, stepping as wide as you can into a lunge. That's a forward lunge, okay? A backwards lunge is stepping backwards as far as you can into the lunge. All right? Now, if your legs are too jelly, stick to that one there. It's better to get correct form than to do something that your body is not quite ready for. So if your wanting to do lunges and stick with that because your legs are like rubber right now, that's fine. Now, if you're feeling like upping it, start at the bottom of the position in the lunge, keeping your chin high, your hands down below, and use your hands to throw yourself up into a switch lunge. A switch lunge. Just like that. Okay? So, if you're feeling it, try to do that exercise. There's always a way to challenge yourself more. So, if we've all caught our breath, we're all listening to our body, we're not going to go after reps for this one. We're going to go after 8 intensity. I'm going to try for an 8 intensity. I might only get 6 reps of the switch lunge after all those circuits, but I'm definitely going to try my best to stay in tune. All right, so let's get started. Let's go for 8 intensity. If you're doing switch lunge, start off in that position. 1, 2, gauging off your weak side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'm there. So I did a total of 7 on each side for an 8 intensity. 2 more reps, and I would have broken form, and then basically I'd hit a 10 intensity. Good job, everyone. High fives all around. That was fantastic. Let's stretch. I know you're feeling your quads, so we're just going to brace off this chair, a wall, or our buddy, and we're going to do the heel to bump. Just relax. Try to get your breathing under control because our body's not doing anything right now. And what that means is the oxygen is flooding back into our system. If you remember, at the beginning of this workout, we warmed up for 5 minutes to try to get the oxygen levels up to what our body was doing. But because of that, we created a 5-minute oxygen depth. And now it's time to pay that oxygen back to the oxygen gods. If you do not do that, you don't pay that oxygen debt back, you're going to walk out of the gym feeling really crappy. And guess what? That'll become a roadblock to your next workout because you don't want to create negative experiences. You want to create positive ones. So always end on a high note when you walk out of the gym. So take the time to stretch. Another thing you might find when you're pushing out a 10 intensity is, so say you get an 8 intensity, but then your body stops moving. You might find, so you've been pushing to a 10 intensity on the exercise, you stop moving, and all of a sudden you don't feel well. Or say you're working out to an 8 intensity, and you stop doing exercise, and all of a sudden your intensity jumps to 10. That's because, let's get down into a stretch to stretch out our backs and our glutes and our hamstrings, reaching for our toes. So what I'm saying here is, basically, we've got to make sure that, where was I going with that comment? I've lost my train of thought. Let me collect myself, center myself, and I'll get back to that thought. Yeah, so what's happening there is the muscles are helping pump the blood through your body. With every contraction, the muscle is helping the heart. So you stop moving your body, and all of a sudden, your heart has to do all the work. And that's why you get runners on the side of the road throwing up, paying back the oxygen gods, because their body is no longer helping the heart pump oxygen through its system. So the heart has to do it all, and it's a major shock to the heart. That's why they say cool down. Do a victory lap around the walking course. That is how that is how you're going to cool down and get that breathing under control and not be so hard on your heart. Okay, so think about that. All right, so what should we do next? There's all sorts of stretching we can do. One of my favorites is dropping into the lunge and just gently rocking forward, which will stretch the hip out over here. And it'll stretch the hamstring out over here, just moving gently forward. If you have a mat on the ground, that works too. Coming back. Now you're really feeling this in the hamstring. And forward again, just be gentle. Listen to your body. Try to hold those stretches for 20 seconds. And back again. Switching sides. Leaning forward. Nice wide stance. 90-degree leg. Palms flat on the ground if you can. If not, if you don't have that flexibility, tripod up with your fingers. Gently leaning forward into it. And rolling back. Leaning forward into it. And rolling back. All right, this next exercise for stretch, I'm gonna need the mat. So we're gonna have that same position, starting at 90 degrees, but we're gonna roll the leg over. I did see that soldier, Lena, was doing this exercise of the stretch with you. It is a very good one. Try to 90 degree out your leg. So your leg's this way and it's 90 degrees this way. And then roll onto your hip, just a little bit. Using this hand to take some of the brunt. If you're not flexible enough, you can hold your hand there and just ease down into it. You're gonna feel a nice stretch along the outer thigh and into your glutes, and it just feels really good, and even into the lower back as well. If you want more out of the stretch after 20 seconds, grabbing your hand over here, putting it under your heel, and just moving it up. Ever so gently. Listen to your body. And just go nice and deep into it. All right, it's a little more than 20 seconds, but that one just feels so good. So we're gonna get into the 90 degrees, palms flat, bring our leg 90 degrees across itself, very gently. Now this side on me is a little tighter. So I'm gonna be a little more careful as I get into this. Don't expect both sides to be exactly the same. Listen to your body and just take it easy, especially with stretching. Concentrating on your breathing. Rolling down deep into it. Recollecting, recentering. Thinking about how you just won the day by doing this exercise. This 30 minutes of time for yourself. It doesn't matter what happens in your day now that you've done this. You've taken care of yourself, and now you can take care of everything else. This should build your confidence in every area of your life just by having a practice where you take care of yourself and prioritize that. Now rolling down deep into it. If you'd like, push your hand forward. Over here on this side, behind the heel. Nice. Now, up onto your calf muscles, onto your toes, and stretch the calves. Just relaxing, centering yourself. Now, if you can, come down into this and sit gently into it. Can you see what I'm doing here? This is a frog leg stance. Now you don't want to sit your butt down all the way if you're tight. Just relax into this. You wouldn't believe how freeing up your hips can make your life so much better. If you have any lower back pain, a lot of this is caused by tight glutes and tight hips. So just by taking some time to get in there and loosen that up, you'll walk around feeling like $1 million after this. Now sitting gently into it. If you're feeling this at all in your knees, back it off a little bit. You don't really want to feel this in your knees. You want to feel it in your hips, in your lower back. That's where you should be feeling it. All right, I'm gently coming out. Very good. Honestly, I just applaud you guys. I applaud all of you. Congratulations on this workout. You've now completed day 14 of the LiveFit Challenge. Don't keep this a secret. Go and tell your friends about it and get some workout buddies. All right, guys, I'm gonna just check the comments really quick, see how you guys are doing. All right, we got some positivity in here. Ann Lee is giving out high fives. Mohammed's saying hi to Ann Lee, practical. It looks like Tom's in the house giving 100%. That was awesome. Thanks, guys, for everything. Thanks for showing up. Go check out Lena. She's going to be training you next. That'll be happening tomorrow. So bring the same positive energy that you did for this workout into her workout, and you'll be getting amazing results. So, all right, that's it for me today.